Hello there viewers and welcome to an update video. The type of videos I try to avoid making because, well, it just kind of goes against, the pattern of uploading, let's play videos and all that. But this one kind of would be important. It seems my hard drive is finally starting to fail. When I boot the laptop up, I get the message that there's an imminent hard drive failure. Well, yeah, it's imminent more or less. And when I run a diagnostic test on the hard drive, it would come up with failure, and it would be failure ID like that. When I just did that today, it pretty much says not available. So I think it may be even closer to the end, pretty much, for the laptop. That is, keep this in mind. I looked up about it. I was like, okay, what can I do to resolve this issue? It's like one issue that I tried, which did seem to work to some extent, because I couldn't get my laptop to turn on yesterday, and then I removed the hard drive and put it back in, and then it started to work again. But it still has the same message, imminent hard drives failure thing. Took a picture of it with my phone, which is equally as, well, actually not even equally as old as my laptop. I mean, keep this in context, right? This laptop is I've been using it since at least 2014. That is literally over half a decade. And that's not even the full age of the laptop. It's at least a year or two older than that. I'd even looked up. I was like, okay, so what is the average lifespan of a laptop? 3 to 5 years. So this laptop has exceeded expectations there. I think that's what makes it all the more. It's like a feeling of. It's not like a feeling of absolute devastated kind of feeling. It's more of a bittersweet. It's the laptop has served me well for many years now, and it's time for it to rest, I guess. It's I've got a backup laptop, but I haven't really, set it up all that properly for recording or anything, and even then, I'd still have to, buy Camtasia again, I guess, because, well, yeah. Well, at least I'd finally be able to update it, but I don't know when I'll get around to all that, so recording is definitely on hold until further notice, when I do all that, essentially. I will still continue to upload the videos that I've already got recorded, though. It's I could still technically do recording. This will probably be the last recording I do with this laptop right here. It's finally let it rest. Don't put a lot of strain on it to record using the capture card or whatever, because that puts a lot of strain on it. Saving large video file sizes just puts strain on it. It deserves to rest after so many years, As weird as that is to say about a laptop, really, isn't it? But it served me really well. And, like I said there, it's just I kind of went on a ramble and forgot about it. But my phone is where I said it's equally as old, and I was like, well, that's technically not true. My freaking phone is literally over a decade old, so it's even older than my laptop. I'm surprised it still functions at all. It's just it is weird how freaking archaic I am with technology, despite how much I use it, But there you have it. Hard drive looks to be fucked. So, gonna have to switch to a different laptop, which is gonna be a pain in the ass setting things up, because I don't have all the software and all that set up. I'm not even sure if I mean, not that it really matters. The newer capture card's obviously the better capture card, but I don't even know if I'd be able to use my old capture card, because I can't remember if it came with a disc or not, and if it did, I've since lost the disc. I don't know if that would be able to set that up. I'd probably be able to set up the newer capture card, obviously. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to having to set up all that and then resume recording like just casual like that. Probably not going to be for a while, but I have completed the Spyro LP. I've done a fair bit of recording for White Day. So there's that. So I'll try to continue uploading as normal until, either run out of recordings that I've done, or if by that point maybe I've already, set up the other laptop and finally got around to recording some more or whatever, or, the hard drive just officially goes dead. Essentially. So, yeah. But, even with all that, it's like I feel like that could give me, I feel like I need to, after all these years, it feels like maybe this is a sign that I should just take a break, a proper break, No, it's like I said, in one of the previous parts of my LP, Spyro and White Day, I was like, I'm gonna take a break from uploading, but I didn't take a break from recording, because I was recording on a regular basis there to, get recordings done in advance. So it feels like it's been a long time since I've taken a proper break where it's like, nope, no recordings. I mean, I'll still try to keep doing uploading as long as this laptop, is usable. And yeah, other than that, just taking a break properly from it. But in spite of all that, though, I have been thinking of what to LP next. In spite of all that, and just being burnt out and stressed, and just since the end of last year, pretty much. But I've got 3 games I've got in mind potentially to LP. One of them is just makes me think it's I'd prefer to use my old capture card for that because it's easier to access. But at the same time, I'd have to set it up on a different laptop, and I'm not sure how that would go. But one of them, which is one that was just kind of added on, where I was maybe that one, because I have mentioned it briefly in the past, that potentially LP it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses for the PS2. That'll be one potential one. This is pretty much just you viewers pick what one, pretty much, maybe, I don't know. Another one is, I think it's called Shining Force? I freaking can't even remember the titles. There's a sequel, and it's technically a prequel to an original one called Shine in the Darkness, which I've also played, and they're very different games, those two are. Shining Force, or whatever the hell it was called, I don't know, I remember playing it a year or so ago, and I quite liked it. It's a short game, it's a strategy RPG. Doesn't really have much, in the way of story, but it's a fun little game. I thought maybe I'll do that. Third one, which would be probably the longest of the 3 in terms of game, is Rune Factory Oceans, or as it's known in the US for whatever reason, Tides of Destiny or something like that. Why do they always do that? It's like the Project Zero series. It's called Project Zero over here in the US. It's called Fatal Frame. And in Japan, it's just called Zero. It feels like we got the memo there. It's okay, well, if you see that's called Zero, but, just having a series called Zero doesn't really, draw interest, so we'll put Project in front of it. Meanwhile, in the US, they must have been well, the best attack in the game is a Fatal Frame, so we'll call it Fatal Frame. I don't know how they went about that, but anyway, those are the 3 games I've got in mind, so you decide on that. I've also got my acoustic guitar. Oh, that really fits the theme, doesn't it? An E minor chord. So solemn. Laptop bites the dust. The laptop bites the dust. You know, to be fair, there's a fair bit of dust in this room right now. Probably coming off my guitar, because I don't use my acoustic guitar all that much. You know, I was originally thinking of just like playing an acoustic guitar while, you know, talking, but I can't really concentrate. As soon as I start playing guitar, I immediately just kind of like go into my own zone, you know. And you recognize that? Metallica there. You know, I was about to say, it's like, it may, you know, be update-wise, it's just kind of like, laptop's kind of fucked. But, you know, just add some light into it, and yet there I am playing a freaking Metallica song that's not exactly upbeat, is it? You know, that's a simple riff, right? But I have no idea how the hell he sings while playing that. I don't know how guitarists and singers do that, where they can combine the two so effortlessly. It's like playing chords is one thing, you know, but playing like an actual riff, not as easy. Anyway, what else is there to say, really? One other thing to keep in mind is the Hatsune Miku Vocaloid software, where I make the, you know, songs using that for the vocals. I'd have to get that again as well if I were to use that again, because, yeah. I really don't know what else to say, really. It's bittersweet is the word, yeah. But, you know, it's not something I feel like in too much of a hurry to, you know, get to, because, you know, it's just, I feel like that's the thing, actually. It's like the New Year montage. I was in a rush to get that, you know, done. So I feel like, just like, take it easy. Or, you know, fittingly, as my guitar teacher gave it to me to learn. I mean, granted, the reason they gave it to me to learn is so that I could experiment with it by switching it to a minor key. But the song, the Beatles song, Let It Be, I haven't actually got around to learning it properly yet. But yeah, that sums up. Just like, let it be. The laptop is on its way out. Let it be. I have to switch to a different laptop. Let it be. Just let it be. Take your time, pretty much. So yeah, like I've already stated, I will, you know, try to continue uploading the recordings I've already done, and you know, that's it pretty much. When I eventually get another laptop set up for recording, then just kind of like go from there, I guess. I'm just getting carried away here. I'm just going off into my own world. This is just an update video. It doesn't need to be this long. Don't I put down the guitar? It's clearly distracting me, making this video go on forever. You know, it's like before I was recording this, though. I mean, I know I'm going on a tangent again, but it's more of like a guitar tangent, if that's such a thing, you know. But this... I like that. Gives me an excuse to play a little bit of Final Fantasy VIII Breezy there. Any other melodies to play while I'm at it? Nah, that'll do. So, that's that. Long update video, and I had already summed up everything that needed to be said pretty much several minutes ago at this point. I'm just kind of... really should just put the guitar down. Can't help myself. When I've got a guitar in hand, I must play. I mean, that's yet another thing. I've got the audio interface, but, you know... I mean, I suppose it's probably, like, provided I can, you know, re-download the software. It'd be better to, you know, try to figure it out on, you know, a laptop that's in much better condition, you know. So that'd be something to do there as well. Also, before I wrap this up, how'd it go? It's like that, right there. Nope. Is that a Sonic track? I've been wondering since I've came up with this. I was like, that sounds very Sonic-esque, like Sonic 1 or 2. But I can't quite think. But anyways, let's put the guitar down, that'll do. So, yeah. How do I end an update video usually? It's been a long time since I've done one. I'll just say, I hope you understand, I guess. That's kind of a, you know, drag, really, isn't it? I'd honestly surprised that I'm not, like, completely devastated by this. I'm more of just, like, a bit more accepting of it. It's just like, this laptop has served many years. It's, like, survived for so long. And, you know, it deserves to rest at this point. You know? Rather than putting strain on it with, like, loads of recordings and stuff. Which would make it just, like, just further strain on it. So, I'll set up the other laptop eventually, and hopefully resume recording it in and all that. And continue with that, and I'll continue with the uploads for as long as this laptop will, you know, survive to do so. And then move on to the other at some point. So that'll do for this long update that I keep repeating myself at. That's all, I guess. Peace out.